Welcome to another video. In this video, I'll be trying to read through my 10 before the end of 2024. Originally, I wanted to start this video earlier in the month because it's actually Christmas Day. Thank you, Sypha. It's actually like Christmas night, so the year ends in a week. Less than a week, actually, because I think next Wednesday is January 1st. So I definitely will not be getting through all of my 10 before the end because I have not made very good progress. But so far of my 10, which I did make a video about what those 10 were, I have read Heartstopper, the 2 Shatter Me books that were on the list, and I'm working my way through rereading Hunger Games via audiobook. I'm on Catching Fire. So I know I will definitely finish the Hunger Games books, like all 3 before the end of the year. And then I'm hoping to finish 2 more physical books. And then I need to pick a day to binge read some of my One Piece manga because that was also my little bonus for the 10 before the end. I wanted to read, I think, 5 more of those. So I will just be updating this video for the next week of what I get done. So right now I'm reading Throne of Glass. That was one of the books on my list. I actually started this at the beginning of December, and then I put it down to read a Christmas book, which I did talk about that book in another vlog. I just really wasn't into it, so it took up a lot of my time. But yeah, I'm back to this, and I did read a little bit this morning before like Christmas festivities, so I'm not super far into it. I'm on chapter 9. It's on page 61. So I will hopefully get through this one and then one other book, and then I can also update you about the Hunger Games if I get through that, and then the One Piece I get through as well. So we're just gonna see how much I get done. I knew when I made that video I was not getting through all those books. I thought I might be able to get through half of them. Well, that's not happening either. So, you know, life, it just happens. So, yeah, I'm gonna read. So I have a little update on reading. I'm past halfway. I'm on page 271, which is chapter 36. And I do have some...
I'm so sorry. I was trying to hold it in.
I don't think I ever said what this book was about, but this is the first book in a fantasy series about this assassin named Selena. I should really look up how to say her name. The book starts with her in this like prison camp thing, and the prince comes to her and he's like, hey, I want you to be my like candidate in these trial game test thing, and the winner will be the like assassin of the king or something like that. So he's like, I pick you because you're like this great assassin. And so she gets to leave the prison and she gets to go to the palace and do training and then compete against 23 other people. And she has to beat all 23 other people to win her freedom. If she loses, she goes back to the camp or dies. because people do die during these test things. So this is the first book in the series, but I did read the prequel already. There's debate about whether to read the prequel first or third, which is the way it was published. I read it first, and so I do know the character already. I know her backstory, and because I read that one first, I can tell a difference in her writing. I think Throne of Glass is the very first book she ever wrote, and I'm pretty sure she was quite young when she wrote it. And it's not bad, but I can definitely tell a difference in her writing in this book versus just the prequel, which is like 2 books after this one. I can tell a difference. I do like the story. I really like the main character, Selena, because I know her backstory. I like her in this. Like, she's just very, I don't know, she has a lot of personality. She has a lot of like spirit in her, but she's an assassin, but she's also like a good person, and you can see like what she really cares about. I don't know. I do feel like this book kind of drags in certain places, but I'm still like interested, and I want to keep reading it, and I want to see where it goes, because it's like not just like the tests that are going on. There's like some other stuff happening, and I know it also sets up for like the rest of the series, because I think it's like 7 or 8 books or something. So I am enjoying it so far. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'm gonna try to get some reading done tonight, but we do have a Christmas party in less than an hour, so I won't get that much reading done. But yeah, that's the update. Okay, so I finished Throne of Glass last night. Don't know how I did it because I was like so tired actually, but I did finish it and I liked it. I'm definitely interested to see where the series goes because I found some of the reveals interesting, I guess I'd say. I feel like the very ending was a little anticlimactic. I guess I was just expecting it to have a bit more of a cliffhanger than it did. Like the last chapter usually in fantasy books has like some kind of like reveal or like cliffhanger or just like something. And I feel like the only thing that was kind of like unexpected cliffhanger was kind of like the romance subplot. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I was kind of not expecting it to go where it did. But overall, I did really like this book and I am excited to continue the series. I actually did buy the next book today. We went to Second Charles and bought a couple of books. We had Visa gift cards from Christmas. So I bought 2 books. I feel like I liked it less than the Assassin's Blade, like I said. So I think I gave that one 4.5. I'm giving this one 4 stars. I still really liked it, but like it did drag a little bit. And yeah, I am excited to read the next one. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do that, but I am about to start the next book for this video. And it is 8/23 on December 30th. So it's really ambitious of me to like start reading this. I think I'm gonna finish it before the year ends because I am going to New Year's Eve party tomorrow night. And I work tomorrow. But we're gonna try it. And it's Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. This will be my second Christina Lauren book. I actually read, the first one I read was the holiday one, In a Holidays, before I even knew who like they were. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this book because I know a lot of people really love it, especially Sarah Caroli. And I just feel like giving like what the cover looks like, I think it's like the perfect time of year to read it. I don't really know anything about this book. I only know that it is a childhood friends to lovers second chance romance. And I'm just gonna start reading it and see how much I get through. Since it's romance, I'm hoping it goes kind of quickly and there's only, nope. It is like 400 pages. I was hoping it was a little shorter. We're just gonna do our best. Oh, the little like prologue picture, like a little chapter picture. Hearts. It's cute. My words, I'm so tired that my words aren't working. Okay, so just the prologue, I'm tearing up. Like I want to cry. And it's literally just like her backstory with her parents. I mean, it's a prologue, so I guess it's not a spoiler to say that her mom passed away from cancer. I don't know if it's a spoiler to say her mom passed away from cancer because it's in the prologue, but yeah, my dad passed away from cancer when I was a kid, and any mention of it just makes me kind of sad, but it's also just the way that like her mom wanted to look out for her when she was gone and how much her dad was dedicated to like taking care of her and making sure her mom's presence was, I don't know. That prologue really got me. If the rest of the book is gonna have writing like that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So it is New Year's Eve at 4 p.m. I actually read like a good chunk of this last night. I got to 167 last night, like in one sitting. I was loving this book so much. I mean, I still am. No past tense. I'm loving this book. I did not want to put it down last night. I'm still so exhausted from having our Christmas party on Saturday because I got 2.5 hours of sleep and I just haven't caught up yet for sleep, so I'm like exhausted, but I like could not stop reading it. And then I woke up a little bit early this morning and got to page 207. So I'm now halfway through this book. So I think I might be able to finish it before midnight. But yeah, so now I know a little bit more about this book. So basically, this girl named Macy and this guy named Elliot were like best friends when they were teenagers. Macy and her dad bought a like weekend house in like a small town type thing next door to Elliot's family. So they met when they were like 13. And so they saw each other, you know, almost every weekend, you know, summer breaks, winter breaks, like they just were always hanging out. They would read together. Like, how cute is that? And then something happened when they were 18 and they didn't see each other for 11 years. And now she is like an adult. She is engaged to someone. She's working as like a pediatric resident, and she runs into him, and like all these like memories come back and all these feelings come back. It's told in alternating timelines between them growing up and then them now reconnecting, and it is just so beautiful. I love this book so much. I love how they are with each other, and the writing is so beautiful and so heartfelt, and I just like keep tearing up. I like love it so much. I'm so enjoying this book. I can't wait to finish it. It's so easy to get into, so easy to read. Like, oh my god, I can't believe I waited so long to read it. I love this book. But yeah, so it's 4 o'clock and we are going to our friend's apartment for like a New Year's Eve party tonight. They live about an hour away from us. So we're leaving around 5:30 to get there at 6:30, and then we're probably only staying until like 10 because we can't spend the night because of our pets. We have to come home to them, and then we don't want to be on the road super late, you know, with drunk drivers. So we're just going for a few hours hanging out. We're not going to drink, and we're going to drive home tonight. So I have like 30, 45 minutes, whatever, where I can read now before I get ready and before we take care of the pets and leave. So I'm going to read some now. My boyfriend's going to drive there, and I'm going to read in the car on the way there. And then I told him I would drive back, so I might audiobook it on the trip back. We'll see. And then we should get home with like an hour left of reading time before midnight. I did get home from work, take a shower, and put on pajamas for 45 minutes of reading time. I don't know if you can tell from watching literally any vlog of mine, I live in pajamas. I love pajamas. As soon as I get home, I shower and put on pajamas. Real clothes, why? No. I'm gonna read for as long as I can. So I just want to give an update to say that I did finish the book. I don't feel like talking about it right now, but yeah, I finished it on the way home. So it's been done like a few minutes, but proof of the time. I finished it before the end of the night, and I'm gonna update tomorrow. Okay, so it's the next day, and I'm going to talk about the book now. I was really disappointed by the ending, actually. That's why I didn't feel like talking about it last night. It, like, kind of put me in a bad mood. And not just because it was, like, a book I was looking forward to and enjoying that I ended up not liking, but just what I'm about to say. So, like I said earlier, I was, like, really... Here's the book. I was really enjoying reading this book, and then basically there was something that happened between them that made them stop talking for 11 years until they ran into each other again and started like reconnecting. It was the reveal of what that something was that I didn't like. It was a storyline that I am not a fan of, and so reading it and knowing that that's what came between them and that's why they didn't talk for so long, at least it was half of the reason. There's like multiple things that like caused their like silence, their split, whatever. But like that one storyline I don't like, and I don't like that this couple experienced it and then got over it. Like, I don't know. It kind of did ruin the book for me. And it's hard for me to say that I really like this book now, knowing that that plot was in it, and I did not like that plot. I don't know. I think it was bad enough that it took me down to 4 stars. Because when I was reading this book, I was thinking 5-star, and then that happened, and I was like, it's so bad. Not bad. Like, the storyline wasn't bad. I still think this book was very beautifully written, and I still think the couple, like, works together. It was just, I don't like that storyline, and the storyline really ruined it for me. And I think I'm giving this book 4 stars because of that storyline. And I don't want to give anything away, like with spoilers, but like if you read it, then you know. And yeah, so that was a little bit of a letdown just because I don't like reading that storyline, and it kind of put me in a bad mood, which is not the way to ring in the new year. So yeah, but I did finish one more book before the year ended, and unfortunately, I did not get to any One Piece. In total, I read the 2 Shatter Me book, the 3 Hunger Games, Heartstopper, Throne of Glass, and Love in Other Words from my 10 before the end. So of the 10, technically I do think I got half of them, but of my little bonus, I got none, which is oops. But, you know, whatever. It literally doesn't matter. As long as I'm reading and enjoying what I'm reading, it doesn't matter whether I'm reading what I said I'm going to read. It just is what it is. So, yeah, that's it. I think this video really helped me get through a couple more books before the end of the year. I was definitely pushing myself in a good way. In a good way. Like, it's nice to, like, crank out some books and enjoy them. And, like, push yourself to read books that you think you're going to like. Even though this one ended the way it did. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the new year, which as I'm filming this, it is the new year. But yeah, Happy New Year. Let's read some great books in 2025. And yeah, bye.